片隅で暮らす5人の家族。彼らの家業は犯罪でした。子供に万引きさせるのは後ろめたくなかったですか？他に教えられることが何にもないんです。
小偷家族第71届坎城影展金棕榈奖最佳影片，一家人依赖剧中老母亲的生活救济金过日子，不够用就在商店顺手牵羊。导演是枝裕和指出，日本渐渐变成一个阶级化的社会，不同阶级的差异非常大。电影的灵感来自几件社会新闻，例如诈骗退休金。能够领取退休金的家族成员过世后，家人并没有告知政府，而得以继续领取退休金，因为那是他们的唯一收入来源。日本已经是少数堪比北欧贫富差距极小的国家，如同好莱坞报道者影评，这是一部关于日本双面社会苦中带甜的寓言，是光鲜亮丽的霓虹灯照射不到的阴暗角落。欧洲最强大的经济体德国也有同样难解的社会问题。
2:30 a.m. on Hamburg's Reeperbahn. People are out till the wee hours in the nightlife district.
Nothing in there.
Herbert's looking for deposit bottles. He can get a few cents back at the store. What'll that one get you?
8 cents.
做了一辈子焊工和水手的赫伯特，65岁，独居，每月900欧元的年金，付完房租就所剩无几。他得捡拾街头和垃圾堆里的回收空瓶，换取微薄现金，同时依靠慈善组织的集齐食品，勉强过活。
More and more older people are turning up here. Often they're reluctant. They've learned not to sponge off the state. We hear that again and again as the reason older people don't take advantage of the food bank.
德国之声的纪录片指出，生活在贫困水准的德国退休人士比例高达15%，比任何其他阶层都高。贫富不均已成为当代全球各国最迫切的问题。钻研这项议题成名的21世纪资本论的作者皮凯提，透过70多国100多位研究者参与，共同组建的世界不平等资料库，在2018世界不平等报告中指出，如果以收入将人类分成3大族群，最贫穷的50%、49%的全球中产阶级，以及最富有的1%。
Between 1980 and 2016, the poorest 50% have experienced significant income growth. The global middle class has experienced much less growth, less than 50%. The richest 1% have experienced income growth far higher than any other group. The top 1% is itself composed of smaller groups, the top 0.1%, the top 0.01%, and so on. As a whole, it captured 27% of total global growth. Despite the rise of emerging countries, the bottom 50% only captured 12% of global income growth. Since 1980, inequality has increased rapidly in North America, China, Russia, and India. It has grown moderately in Europe. In Brazil, the Middle East, and Sub-Saharan Africa, income inequality has remained relatively stable at extremely high levels. Such diverging trends across countries suggest that the rise in inequality is the result of policy and is not mechanical.
美国的贫富不均现象，在1981年雷根上任，开始著名的雷根经济学，解除金融管制，降低税率。80年代中期，美国上层阶级的财富急剧成长。
In the US, for example, in 1980, the top 1% of wealthiest individuals owned about 20% of the household wealth. In 35 years, they've doubled this share. The top 1% now own 40% of the total wealth.
美国联准会主席鲍尔2月6号表示，美国失业率处于低档，核心通膨率接近2%，经济情势良好，但是贫富不均和生产率低下是未来10年的最大挑战。
Median and lower levels of income have grown, but much more slowly, and growth at the top has been very strong. So we want prosperity to be widely shared, and it comes down to we need policies where that will to make that happen.
鲍尔认为，贫富差距持续扩大将损害美国形象，这不是我们理想中的国家。 美国家庭受到来自各方的挤压，从高昂的育儿费用和严苛的就职政策，甚至没有固定的工作时间，许多人意识到要维持他们父母辈的那种生活水准已经不可能了。
Consider mental illness, which Pickett and Wilkinson first linked to inequality a decade ago.
Since then, I think we're seeing an epidemic of mental illness in the most unequal rich developed countries. About 80% of our young people feeling incredibly stressed, many of them suicidal, many of them hurting themselves.
And of course, it's not just the young, says Pickett's husband.
In Britain, 3/4 of the population feel overwhelmed by stress and unable to cope.
Three-quarters?
Three-quarters.
This is a large sample?
Yes.
Yes, from the Mental Health Foundation.
Yeah.
A third of the population have had suicidal thoughts in the last year.
What?
And the figures in the US are pretty similar.
I'm Samantha Louise Emery. I'm working 2 jobs right now, so one full-time and one part-time, but I need both of them to pay my bills every month, my rent and groceries, so just working all the time.
I'm Jordan Van Beert, and I'm 34. I would say I'm self-employed by choice. In a way, being dependent on self-employment is always a little riskier, and in other ways, it's less risky in that the risk of losing all of your work at the same time is much lower.
My name is Dia Apostolakis. I think one of our biggest issues is indeed trying to find a job. I'm in the field of communications. I had to do a double internship in order to land something in my field. I was literally doing 2 free internships, one from 9 to 5, then going from 5 to 9, and then going home at night. It's a lot harder to actually get a job.
写出被压榨的一代的非营利组织经济困难报告计划的执行主编艾丽莎·奎特揭露中产阶级消失的真相，从教授到律师到护士都被体制榨干，陷入财务困境与生活焦虑。这个体制只有利于一小部分精英。
Let's look at wages, not keeping up for many people. Let's look at prices soaring. So middle class life is now 30% more expensive than it was 20 years ago. And why is that the case? It's because of the cost of college. Public universities have doubled in cost since 1996. It's the cost of housing in popular cities and towns where people are now paying quadruple rent and, can't even afford mortgages when they're municipal workers in the very city where they live. It's the cost of healthcare, which is ballooned, and many of the kind of fundamental cares that we once had in our country are gone. They're vanishing.
2018世界不平等报告的共同作者祖克曼指出，当富人有能力开始影响制度时，就会游说减税，降低累进税率，让贫富差距进一步扩大。这就是所谓的富豪政治陷阱。从2016年开始，西方民主国家的极右派抬头，民粹主义盛行，背后都源自于各个国家的贫富差距越来越大，人与人之间的收入越来越不平等。非营利组织乐施会指出，2018年贫富差距持续扩大，全球最有钱的26人总财产比最穷的38亿人总财产还要多。全球亿万富豪的财富2018年成长12%，等于每天增加25亿美元。最穷的38亿人则是缩水11%，每天蒸发5亿美元。剑桥大学政治系主任大卫·朗西曼提醒，西方的民主自由体制是在战后富裕中发展起来的。当人们的工资停滞多年，他们就会被推向政治的边缘，分配不均，增加政治动荡风险。法国的黄背心运动，不知名的市民在街头到处发泄怒气。如果人们没有觉得生活改善，就会选择离体制越远越好的政治人物。民主政治面临中年危机，选民感觉自己处于一成不变的状态，因此向往有所改变。美国总统川普就是这么产生的。
We will make America great again. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Inequality threatens the good functioning of the economy. It also threatens the health of the society. It also threatens the quality of the democratic institutions and of democratic debate. Wealth is not just wealth. It's shares of companies. It's shares of newspapers. So it buys you basically social power. If this continues, there will be major disruptions.
金融时报首席经济评论员马丁沃夫指出，不平等的情况如果继续恶化，一种可能的发展是富豪民粹主义，这已经成为当代美国的一个显著特征。未来可能由稳定的富豪统治集团构成，他们设法让民众分裂，同时加以驯化。另一个可能性是独裁者出现，他们在虚伪的反对精英阶层的基础上掌权。最可怕的结论莫过于日益严重的贫富不均，最终也可能扼杀民主。